Well, all right, welcome back for yet another beer experience. I'm Kevin with CrafTeeBeer, and you're asking what do we have for today's beer experience? We've got an Imperial IPA. Today's Imperial IPA comes from Sixpoint Brewery. They're in Brooklyn, New York, founded in 2004 by Shane Welch. From what I read, they like to come up with their own beer styles or their own beer flavors and then design beers to that, not necessarily conforming to the known beer styles. So they don't work towards a known style of beer. They create their own versions or their own types of styles from what I read on their website. So this is their Imperial IPA. It's the Binary. It's an 8% ABV. It's 45 IBU. It's in the slim 12-ounce can. So the Binary name is a play on a couple things. They've got the binary ones and zeros, as in the computer language, on the can, but they also have the hop plant mixed in with that, and the hop plant actually grows on a vine, not a vine. So a vine has a stem that grows with tendrils, I think it's called, that grow to grasp things, where a vine, actually the main part of the plant grows around something, from what I understand. And depending on what kind of plant it is, it always either grows clockwise or climbs clockwise or climbs counterclockwise. So if you know which direction a hop vine grows in, let me know in the comments. So again, the label has all the binary code, ones and zeros. It would be really interesting if this decoded into something, you know, and if this was decoded into a JPEG or something of a picture of the can. If they were smart, they would have really put something in the ones and zeros here. Maybe they did, little Easter egg. And then it has the hop plants. It says Binary, has the Sixpoint Brewery logo on it. Again, it's the slim 12-ounce can. So on the back here, it talks about the hops they use. They use two types of hops. So it's an IPA with Citra and Galaxy. Let's break this down to the zeros and ones you hold in your hand. The connection between hop vines in Yakima, Washington, and vines down in Tasmania, Australia. Binary is rockin, the Yakima Citra, and Galaxy from down under. It's a binary, little play on the words there. Dual hop double IPA with the best of both hemispheres. Strains so good they're practically cheat codes. This can is the conduit. Drink up. Cheat codes. So maybe there's some cheat codes for something embedded in the binary code on the can. Yeah, so it says beer is culture. So the two hops that we use, the Citra is known to be citrus, so the grapefruit character you get from a lot of hops. And the Galaxy is known to be a really strong, pungent, sometimes melon, lime flavor. So definitely going for the citrus flavor, I'm assuming, on this one. All right, well, let's get the binary code into the glass and see what it has in store for us today. Well, I guess a little bit of an aggressive pour, but we're getting the four fingers of a slightly off-white, really foamy, bubbly head. So we'll let this settle a little bit. I can smell the grapefruit type melon already without even bringing this thing near me. Carbonation's going pretty good. It's a fairly clear IPA. It's, you know, like 50% opaque. You can see light through it, make out some objects through it. Definitely not the, you know, the hazy New England style. All right, let's see what this smells like. Ooh, yeah, it's wow, it's definitely melon, citrus, but it's got a little bit of a, I don't know, maybe dank smell to it. Yeah. So kind of a melon grapefruit. So it's some kind of tropical melon. Pretty interesting nose, fairly strong, not crazy, you know, overpowering nose, but it's definitely there. Lets you know what's going on. Yeah, the carbonation's going pretty well on that. I don't know if you can see it. All right, the nose is interesting enough that it really makes you want to dive on into this thing. All right, so it's the Binary Imperial IPA with Galaxy and Citra hops. Let's see what it's got. It comes out of the gate with some bitter punch, and right behind it is that grapefruity, maybe a little lemon zest, but grapefruity, lemony flavor chased right behind the bitter. But man, the bitter is there. And then bitter has a little bit of dryness to it, so it's a little dry, a little the mouthfeel. I don't know if it's the mouthfeel or the flavor, like almost a little dry, a little chalky. So it's, I guess that would, maybe it's a stringency that I'm trying to describe, but the bitter is pretty prevalent. The citrus follows right behind it. Interesting. It's yeah, I'm gonna say it's not a simple beer. I think the flavor profile is not complex, but it's got a little bit of a story. It's not a one note, one trick pony. It's when it hits your mouth, it's doing a little of this drying act. It's got a little, it's like some melon with some bitter on the edges. It's got a little, I don't know, it's melon with some road rash, I guess. A little slick, not terribly slick, but definitely leaving some coating behind, so medium bodied, a little bit slick in there. Got some, the bitter is, you know, building upon itself, so it's getting really bitter, a little bit of the dryness, bitter down here, and a whole bunch of melon, fruity kind of stuff going on all mixed in there. So yeah, really, really, really good. Really well done. All right, I'm really liking this one. I'm going to check it in on Untapped. Another one checked in on Untapped. I really like this one. Went with the rating of 3.75. Gave it the flavor profile of citrus, bitter, musty, and grapefruit. That's pretty much how I described it. It's not a simple IPA. It's got a good story. It was a good experience from front to back, with the bitterness followed by some different fruits. The mouthfeel that let you know that it was a substantial beer there. I really like this one. So another one checked in. Well, all right. If you want to find me on Untapped, it's CrafTeeBeer. So if you've had something from Sixpoint Brewery, you know, leave me a comment, subscribe, do all the social media stuff that's listed below. And I appreciate you tagging along for one of my beer experiences. It beats drinking alone. So I'm Kevin with CrafTeeBeer, and until the next time, cheers.